Hello, it's Prof and welcome to the second episode of this week's tutorials. This is Coded at Erictronix. In this episode, we will look at how to organize our project files. When using Dev C++ IDE, you can create a project or a single file. In these tutorials, I would be creating single files for the purpose of teaching. However, if you are creating a complete program for your client or yourself, you will have to create a project. This does not mean it is compulsory to create a project, but if you create a project, Dev C++ helps you organize your work. To create a project in Dev C++, go to the File menu and under New, select Project. You'll be presented with basic options: Windows application, console application, static library, DLL, empty project. For the purpose of these tutorials, we'll be working with console applications. Now, a little bit about console. A console application is an application that runs in your command prompt terminal. That is basically a console application, and that is what we'll be doing in these tutorials. So you make sure you select your console application and also have the C++ project selected. You can check this box to make C++ your default language. Then in this test field, you can type the name of your project. Here, let's type hello world. Then, okay, you would be prompted to save the file on your file system. Usually what I do is to save it on my desktop. And when you create a project, the main.cpp file is automatically generated by Dev C++. This file contains its main function, which I will explain in later videos, and the header file iostream. I will explain all this in later videos. This is how to create a project. On the other hand, if you prefer to create single files instead of projects, all you have to do is to come to the File menu and under New, you go to source file. You can always use Ctrl+N to do that. Once you create individual files, you can have as many main functions in all of them, because you really want to run each of the files independently, or you want to compile them independently. That means each of the file or source file represents a program on its own. For learning purposes, it is convenient to create single files instead of projects. This is because you would like to run each single file independent of the other. When you create a project, you can have only one file with the main function, meaning all other files cannot be compiled independently. Usually what I do is to create a folder on my desktop where I keep all my source files, and a subfolder to keep my executables. This makes it easier for me to locate my files when I need them. That is how I do it, but you can always do what works best for you. What matters is you can have a quick access to your files when you need them. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Until we meet again in the next tutorial, have fun. More fun and just fun. Again, it's Prof at Erictronix, and this is Coded.